South Korea has known its share of tragedies, but few have cut so deep as the day Korean Airlines Flight 007 vanished from radar screens. August 31, 1983. A date etched in sorrow, forever a reminder of the fragility of life. This wasn't just an aviation disaster, it was a human tragedy, claiming the lives of 269 passengers and crew. Korean Airlines Flight 007, a Boeing 747, a jumbo jet, a symbol of modern aviation, representing the pinnacle of engineering and human achievement in air travel. It departed New York's JFK Airport on a routine flight, its destination, Seoul, South Korea. The journey was expected to be long but uneventful, a common route for many travelers. On board, a mix of passengers, businessmen, families, children, and individuals with dreams and aspirations. 246 passengers, 23 crew members, all connected by fate, unknowingly on a collision course with destiny. Little did they know that their journey would end in the cold, dark expanse of the North Pacific Ocean. Their flight would become a symbol of international conflict and a reminder of the human cost of political tensions. High above the Earth, cruising at 35,000 feet, Flight 𝐾E007 was on autopilot, its course programmed, its trajectory seemingly routine. But unbeknownst to the passengers and crew, the plane had veered off course, straying into restricted Soviet airspace. Soviet air defense forces, on high alert, mistook the civilian airliner for a U.S. reconnaissance aircraft. Tensions were high between the superpowers, the Cold War casting a long, dark shadow across the globe. What followed was a series of miscommunications, misinterpretations, and ultimately, a fatal error in judgment. A Soviet Su-15 interceptor fired 2 air-to-air missiles, striking the unsuspecting civilian airliner. The unthinkable had happened. A Korean Airlines flight carrying innocent civilians had been shot down. The world watched in horror as the tragedy unfolded. News of the downing of Flight 𝐾E007 sent shockwaves across the globe. Disbelief, anger, and fear rippled through South Korea, the United States, and beyond. The world held its breath, waiting for answers. The crash site, a remote stretch of the North Pacific Ocean near the Soviet island of Sakhalin, became the focus of an intense international search and recovery operation. The waters were treacherous, the conditions unforgiving. Despite the challenges, teams worked tirelessly, driven by a desperate hope of finding survivors and recovering the remains of those lost. But the harsh reality soon set in. There were no survivors. The wreckage scattered across the seabed painted a grim picture of the final moments of Flight 𝐾E007. The tragedy left a lasting impact, with families and nations mourning the loss. Loss and hope, the human cost of disaster. The downing of Korean Airlines Flight 007 claimed the lives of 269 souls. Men, women, children, their dreams, aspirations, and futures extinguished in an instant. Among the victims was Larry McDonald, a United States congressman from Georgia. The disaster left an indescribable void in the lives of countless families across the globe. Parents who lost children, children orphaned, spouses left to navigate life's journey alone. The human cost of the tragedy was immeasurable. The incident served as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of humanity, of how a single event could touch the lives of so many, leaving behind a legacy of grief and loss that would span generations. Unraveling the truth, the investigation, and its findings. The downing of Flight 𝐾E007 sparked international outrage and a frantic search for answers. The world watched in horror as the details of the incident began to unfold. Why had a civilian airliner been targeted? This question echoed across the globe, leaving many to wonder about the safety of international air travel. Was it a tragic accident or a deliberate act of aggression? The ambiguity surrounding the incident only heightened the tension between nations. The investigation, fraught with political tensions, revealed a complex series of events that culminated in the tragedy. The investigation concluded that Flight 𝐾E007 had deviated significantly from its planned route, a deviation that proved fatal. But the reasons for this deviation remained a subject of debate, leaving a cloud of uncertainty over the incident. Voices from the Abyss, stories of loss, courage, and resilience. In the aftermath of the tragedy, stories of loss, courage, and resilience emerged from the wreckage of Flight 𝐾E007. There were tales of passengers who, in their final moments, penned heartfelt messages to loved ones, their words a testament to the enduring power of human connection. There were accounts of crew members who, despite knowing the gravity of the situation, acted with bravery and professionalism, striving to protect those in their care until the very end. And there were stories of families who, united by grief, found solace and strength in each other's embrace. These personal narratives, poignant and heartbreaking, served as a powerful reminder of the human toll of this tragedy, transcending geopolitical boundaries and touching the hearts of people worldwide. The resilience shown by those affected continues to inspire and remind us of the enduring human spirit. Lessons learned: the disaster's impact on aviation safety. The downing of Korean Airlines Flight 007 served as a tragic wake-up call for the aviation industry. The incident exposed vulnerabilities in air traffic control systems and highlighted the devastating consequences of miscommunication and miscalculation. In the wake of the disaster, significant changes were implemented to enhance aviation safety. These included improvements to air traffic control procedures, the development of more sophisticated navigation systems, and the establishment of international protocols to prevent similar tragedies. The disaster also underscored the critical importance of clear and timely communication between nations, particularly during periods of heightened tension. The tragedy served as a stark reminder that even in the midst of geopolitical conflict, the safety of innocent civilians must remain paramount. Remembering 𝐾𝐒007, a legacy of grief and a call for vigilance. Decades have passed since the downing of Korean Airlines Flight 007, a tragic event that shocked the world and left an indelible mark on history. The memory of that tragic day continues to resonate deeply. It serves as a somber reminder of the human cost of conflict and the importance of international cooperation. The tragedy shaped aviation safety protocols and influenced international relations, ensuring that the skies are safer for everyone. Memorials stand as solemn tributes to the victims, their names forever etched in stone, a testament to lives lost too soon. It is a story that demands to be remembered, not only to honor the victims but also to ensure that such a tragedy never happens again. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.